すいません。東京駅はどこですか？日本語上手ですね。ありがとう。東京駅はどこですか？どこで日本語を勉強したんですか？
How you guys doing? Welcome back to
SunnySword
SunnySword Podcast.
As a foreign person in Japan who speaks Japanese, it's very often a situation where people over compliment my Japanese.
日本語上手ね
Yeah, like this,
that,
like
right?
this, like this. Just from barely saying anything. I'm just like, sumimasen. That's it. Wow, your Japanese is so amazing.
No, I get that.
Sumimasen
Yeah.
means just excuse me,
Yeah.
right? And then people are like, wow, you spoke so well today. Thank you so much. We're so
Today?
happy you came to our country and you speak Japanese. Like the reactions like that. Like, oh my God, my day has been brighter.
Like, kami.
Yeah, you're the best of all time. It's always an
Yeah,
overreaction.
even I'm half Japanese, but people still say that.
Right.
Wow, your
They
Japanese
tell
is
you?
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have a Japanese TikTok account. I speak in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And all the time when I do TikTok, like, oh, 日本語上手ね
I feel like your Japanese is better than other Japanese people though.
Really?
Because the way you use it in a different way. Like how you add your edge to it and stuff like that.
I mean, I have my,
You know?
I'm
Like-
adding my New York edge.
Right, and I
to
think
the
that, and I think that's people are like, I've never heard anybody speak like in Japanese like this before. Like,
Really?
so cool. Yeah.
Really?
Who else is speaking
Come
like
here.
that? Who else is speaking like that? Nobody else, right?
Well, I'm kind of like condescending.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
when I talk on my
Right,
TikTok.
right,
yeah,
right, right.
It's like a
Right.
yeah. So that's why I get haters.
Sorry, haters are gonna
fuck 'em.
hate.
Fucking faggots.
Yeah, but this situation happens to everybody in Japan
Yeah,
that
us too.
that basically doesn't have a Japanese face. If you speak a little bit of Japanese, you might get complimented, over complimented.
Yeah.
Get ready for it. All right, if you're coming
Yeah,
to
if
Japan,
you plan to come to Japan, if you could speak Japanese, people are gonna say,
you have the best Japanese all the time.
マジ
Right. So look at this. This is an example.
すいません。東京駅はどこですか？日本語上手ですね。ありがとう。東京駅はどこですか？どこで日本語を勉強したんですか？大学で勉強しました。それで、東京駅はどこですか？すごい上手ですね。なんでもないです。すいません。東京駅はどこですか？日本語上手ですね。
Yeah, man.
This is so true though.
It's so true.
So true.
Yeah, so it's a positive thing. Yeah, people are definitely complimenting you. But if you want to get to Tokyo Station, you might never get there.
Probably you could get there.
You probably get there by
I mean, it's
GPS.
easy to look at it.
Probably to just better use Google in that situation.
Yeah, because you gotta understand, like Japanese people are not used to foreigners at all. So when the foreigner comes to Japan, and when they talk in Japanese, they're just like mind blowing. Did you have any like a funny experience with that?
I mean, I've had a lot of interesting experiences. Of course, I've always had that experience where people say like, you know, oh,
Sugoi.
you're amazing.
Yeah.
I've also had the opposite where they just cannot register it and they speak English or try to use another language like instead, right? Or completely ignore, right? So like what he's saying right now about how a lot of Japanese people haven't interacted with foreign people in English in Japanese before. So some people, especially like in a restaurant, for example, like say you're in a restaurant and you come to Tokyo, you're in a restaurant, and the waitress sees you, right? And so the waitress is probably preparing, oh, it's a foreign person, English brain on or something like this.
Yeah.
Like they're like, and then so if you say like, oh, sumimasen, they have English brain on or some shit is going on.
Yeah.
And they just cannot process like.
I had a
They
similar
cannot
experience.
process.
I had
They
a
cannot
similar
process.
experience.
Or you get the situation where I've had this happen a few times actually. And I have another friend who's he's a black guy from Haiti, and he was born and raised in Japan. Okay, so he's from Japan, sorry, but his parents are from Haiti.
Okay, so the parents are immigrant to
Yes,
Japan, right?
right.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was born here, raised here, and we go out, and in the group there's me, him, and then one person has an Asian face.
Okay.
Okay, and it's his favorite restaurant that he takes us to. Okay, so
Haiti's favorite.
yeah, his favorite, the Haiti guy's favorite place to eat. But he's Haitian,
Yeah,
visibly
He's black.
Haitian, dark skin, very dark skin.
Typical
guy.
black Haitian guy. Right?
Yes, very dark, with the features of a Haitian person, okay? And the waitress comes to us and he starts making the order, And the waitress looks at him as he's speaking in Japanese. And then looks to the Asian faced person and asks, "What would you like to order?"
Huh?
Yeah. So she completely didn't process that he was talking, right? She just, I don't know what happened, but she just couldn't.
She's just point blank.
So she looked at him first as he's talking, and then
he's ordering in Japanese.
yeah, he's
right?
talking in Japanese perfectly because his
The way to Japanese, right?
wait is Japanese, but the guy is Haitian. Okay, so I don't know, but he's like, yeah, so can I have the whatever,
the biiri by-
kara biiri by全員ビールそしてもう唐揚げを1個お願いします like
Typical
this,
shit,
right?
right?
And then, but she completely looks at him and then. Maybe she's thinking in her head oh, I don't understand English.
Automatically.
And then, right? I can't. What is this English that I've never heard this English before.
Maybe her brain was in the English mode.
Yeah, I think so. She turned on English mode and then she's hearing English. She thinks she's hearing English.
Maybe she was mad nervous.
Maybe. But anyways, so that happened and she looks at the Asian face and she says, are you ready to take, I'm ready to take your order. Right? And the guy, my friend, has experienced this so many times that he claps like this and she's right to get her to look back at him and she looks back and she says I'm ordering for everybody right now, listen, can't you hear me? And she's like it's not, she's really having a hard time.
Brain dead.
Her brain is not dead. Her brain is miswiring. It's choo 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 choo.
Can I get a drive?
Right?
I never had that shit before.
Yeah. I've actually had a few situations like this before.
Really?
Yeah, because the staff is it's how I have an example of how it could be. You know how you are walking downstairs and you think there's one more stair, but there's no more stairs.
Oh, and you're like,
oh shit, right?
kind of like that in the brain, right?
Yeah. It's like that, but then in communication situation.
I know there's a similar. There's a similar study, right?
Yeah.
You put a obstacle on the bike
Yeah.
lane, right?
Right.
And many bike riders, they just bump into it.
Really?
Yeah, because they're familiar with the
The bike lane.
bike lane, right?
Yeah.
Without the obstacle.
Right.
So they just bump into the
That's
obstacle.
crazy. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's right in front of you, right?
Right.
But they just bump into
Right.
it.
That's weird.
So I think the brain is wired differently.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
Actually,
it could be the same thing, right?
I think the same thing. One more example, I guess, is if you're trying a drink, right? Say for example, the drink is orange in color.
Yeah.
Okay. So you imagine it's what? What's the taste?
Mikan or orange, right?
Orange, probably, right? But actually, the taste is
Or guava.
right. But probably it's very orange, so you think you're having an orange drink,
Yeah.
right? But then you drink it, and it's actually apple juice, right? You're gonna say it's disgusting, most likely.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this, right? This is the worst drink I've ever had all the time. You're like, oh no, it's just apple juice. You're like, oh, I like apple juice actually.
It's a similar thing.
Yeah.
It's highly possible.
But
I think this brain is like
the brain lies to
black
us.
people speaking Japanese. What the fuck?
Probably something like this.
You know what I get often though?
What?
Some guy trying to talk to me in English,
Okay.
but their accent is horrible.
Oh.
I can't even understand their English.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, yo, 日本語で話して. Speak to me in Japanese.
I mean, that happens to
yeah,
me
I'm like,
sometimes.
yo, your English sucks. Talk to me in Japanese.
Right.
I'm like, what do you want?
I've had this situation similar to you.
I think it happens at the club all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to talk to me in English. I'm like, yo, 日本語でいいから.
I mean, they want to try. They want to try.
I mean, go to fucking
Take
go
a
to
class.
Duolingo first.
Take a class. Take a class.
Duolingo first and talk to me after.
But yeah, anyways, if you're coming to Japan, get ready.
Get ready.
Get ready for that. If you already live here, I'm sure you've already experienced it a few times.
Let me know your experience.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Yes. All right.
Buy us a cup of coffee.
Links in the description below. Please support us. See you. Peace.